Hi, this is Johnny. I got the 32X, Sega 32X working, but the bad news is it doesn't run well in Atgames Legends Ultimate. It does not run well. As you could, I mean, it play okay, but the sound is off. It's not good. So even the Sonic itself, 32X, it just not. I think if you turn off the sound, if you turn off the sound, it will be okay. So let's lower the sound down. If you lower the sound down, it will play okay. So let's training. I don't know. Like jump. There you go. Wow, sure. Sonic's supposed to be fast. Knuckle is kind of running very slow. Okay, start picking up. Uh-oh. I don't know how am I gonna kill him. Press A. Okay, whatever. So the 32X is there. The game is there. But it just now I have both the 32xCD and the 32X all in one. So you're looking at about 44 game total. Roughly it's about 37, but I have 44 game. So let's go to the different mode. Let's see if it make any difference if we go to the CoinOps. Because right now it's running slow in it's gonna press B, press A, press A. Let's launch the CoinOps. Let's see if it make any difference by running the CoinOps. So I have the Sega 32X working, and that's pretty cool. It got I'm using the same Peter code to do this, and I have a long 1 hour 35-minute video showing you how I did it, where I get the artwork, how I put it together, and how I compile it. Now, once you get the artwork, you will have to get from a different Raspberry Pi images, and you have to download the 2D box art and then combine them, rename it, and all that stuff. Some of those steps I cut off because the renaming and looking for the pictures, looking for the ROM, those you could, you know, those just take time. You just have, you know, there's no shortcut to it. You just have to go look for it. If you could find a pack in Google search, you know, more power to you. If not, you just have to do google.com and search for the track, the wheel, you know, the marquee and all that stuff. All right, so I'm gonna wait till load up, and we're gonna go to Sega 32X, see if 32X show up here. This is Sega CD. and there's 32x. So that's pretty cool. So the video, there's only 44. So we're gonna go down, make sure we don't have any mix. That all the video is working. So turn the sound up a little bit. Can't hear nothing. Well, that's pretty cool. So that's how the game's supposed to play and sound. So it looks like all the video is there. So I do have the 32X, and that was a CD1, CD2. Yeah, this is one I have to go get the wheel and the video because it didn't come with it. That looked like a Star Wars game. So there's CD 1, 2, and 3. Space Harry. Star Trek. Interesting. Star Wars Arcade. That's the 32X. Oh, this one do not have video. So that video does not work. So one video is off. So that's pretty good. I got the 32X running on Atgames Legends of Autumn, and then the Virtual Fighter. That's cool. Wrestling game. So only one video that's bad. That's not bad. Oh. This one remind me of the... Oh, that must be the new version. This one remind me of the... one of the game, I forgot the name now. Vect something. Alright, so let's test the game out. Now I know this one worked in a CD, but I don't know if this is a CD version or is it a... or is it a 32X? Alright, let's try anyway. I have 9 32xCD game and 35. So this one is going to run fine. The 9 game that is 32xCD, that one is going to run fine. So this one doesn't have any sound issue with this game. So this game, the video is a little bit different. Maybe that's why they switch it to a CD, because it seems like CDs seem to play better than the cartridge. Okay. So let's try one that. Let's try this one. Now you guys haven't seen the Sega CD, go check that one out because that one is ready for y'all. Now the 32X is not worth to get it unless you guys really want to play it and you want to turn off the sound because the sound bad and the game have lag on the 32X. It'd be cool if we could change this out to man, do I have to really create a name? Crazy character, huh? Crocodile. Let's try the fox. I just wish the sound was better. Oh, the gameplay is fine. This one, it doesn't have any slowdown. It played pretty well. It's just the sound is just awful. Hey, give me your comment about it. Did you guys have the same issue? I know some of you guys buy the ROM from the distributor from eBay. I wonder your Sega CD game have the same kind of issue with mine. I mean, the Sega 32X. I mean, the gameplay fine, just that sound is just awful. Let's see what interested me. Oh, what kind of game is this? Comment. Oh, it did not load. Comment did not load. I got a feeling that game is gonna be real slow. No, Knuckle is already slow. Let's try Mortal Kombat. I don't know if this video is the correct video. Oh, did not load. Let's try the Sega 32X Star Wars. Okay. Huh, this one look okay. So it is a 32X, this one. So Mortal Kombat did not load. What's the other one did not load? I need to have to write it down. I forget. I wonder if this one have sound issue. Probably will. Yep. 32X. Choose one. Let's try 32X. Oh, I remember this. I played this on the PC before. Yeah, I remember I played this in the PC game. Uh-oh. Rebel enemy fighter. Something like that. Which one am I shooting? This one? There you go. Shoot a rock, shoot a rock. Slow down, cautious. Oh, there's the plane. Oh, here's another one. How come I cannot shoot a rock? Oh, got hit. How do I slow down? Like that? Oh, I just shoot something out. Alright. Let's see what else I could play. I guess those night games that maybe I'll just move those night games to Sega CD because those night games seem to run fine, but the one they're not cute. So it seems like they do have a don't tell me it does not load here. Why? Why won't load? Alright, let's get out here and go to the this mode. Let's go to the top and check it out. Now somebody was asking, how do you bring your game? You bring your own game. You cannot just put the ROM in here. It doesn't work. You have to convert it to UCE, and then the system will see it. So you cannot just put ROM here and expect it to work. Apparently it doesn't work that way. So it's not just copy the ROM in and you can make it work. Ah shoot, what did I click on? Baseball. Yeah, they're all gonna sound like crap. That's the word I'm using because it sound bad. Okay, where's the one that look cute that I did not want to load? Let's see if this load here. Yeah, it load, but it doesn't load over there. So I might have to run it. Maybe I have to run all this game individually. It might work better. Oh, that Mickey Mouse, the other game we did it. That sound is irritating my ear. I wonder they should create a mute. You just press and mute it without have to watch this go down. Oh, my cat says it's getting late. Go to bed. Go to bed, Daddy. I have a cat that will tell me go to bed if I don't go to bed on time. See that? It's making crazy noise. Want me to go to bed? This one look cute and you play okay, I guess. But you just don't. The sound just have to. You just have to turn the sound down, like completely off. Then you could play this without enjoying the game without hearing all that static. All right. Kung Fu Kicking. That's pretty cute. Why didn't you bring this one into like Switch game or something? Sega make some cool game. I don't know who make. Oh wow, it shoots stuff out. How do I get out? How do I jump again? Okay, B to jump. Oh shoot, something hit me. I don't want to go there and get hit again. Let's see if I could shoot him again. Kick. Kick. Alright. Kick his face off. Kick. Kick. That's pretty cute. So it does work. It does work over here, but it doesn't work on the other side. So I noticed by recompile it make it work. So that's kind of interesting. But I do like to watch the video to know what kind of game, what does it play, what does it look like. You know, it's kind of nice to have that. So let's see. Oh, I want to go to the Sega CD and check out one of the game that we did. No, I don't want to log in. Okay, there's one game that we did on the. It's called San Diego Zoo. I went and we download it, but I didn't run the compile. I just replaced the file. I think I'm gonna go ahead and copy the CD game in here. There's 9 CD games, so make this one 170 something. Right now it's 163, so it'll be 172. Okay, I wanted to try San Diego. Where's the San Diego? San Diego Zoo. I think I already passed it. There we go, right here. I went and redid. I copied the CUE and bin, but I did not recompile the CUE. Not CUE, UCE. So I don't know. That would create a problem. Oh, so it does work. I need to turn the sound up. Let me restart this game. I'm a little bit confused how you play this game. I went to San Diego. There you go. And then you press player 1. It comes straight here. Now how do I get out to the, there's no mouse. Well, I guess it does work, it just, I don't know how to, I mean, it's better than last time. Last time didn't even have this. Okay, let's see if we could do this. There you go. Press what? What's that do? No. The cat want me to press B button to display the control panel. Oh, that's to remove the control panel. B to remove it. Okay, I don't want to go to the space. Let's press back to that. Let's quit. I don't know. It seemed to work, but don't know. Alright, thank you for watching. This is 32X. Press home. And the game seemed to be working. It's just that it has sound issue. So let's play Space Harry. I'm getting tired. So this is a 32X, but the sound bad. We're gonna turn the sound back up so you guys could hear it. This one not too bad. The sound. We play okay. Alright, stay tuned for the video how to put the 32X and CD together in one menu. It's the first time I did that. First time anybody did that. Because I did the CD and the 32X together at the same time. Because 32X have CD and it also have cartridge. So yes, there is this one have both. But the game not bad. It's just not as good. I think this will play better on Raspberry Pi 4. Probably best just put a Raspberry Pi 4 in here instead. Because yeah, and just use pinball machine, play pinball. I have a pinball machine. I might as well just play pinball machines. Use this one for Raspberry Pi because it's sad that this game did not play well. The sound is terrible. So the Sega CD, there's a 32X CD. That this one is CD. This one is CD. I need to move that into. Oh no, I am on CD. Duh. Let's go back to here. This one is hard to tell which one is CD because some of them I do find a 32X. Like this one, the other one a while ago was 32X CD, but most of them say 32. Like this one is a CD, so that one should play okay. And then you have this is all CD. And why is this one show up twice? Oh, this is a disc 2, and this is the pick. This is the 32X. This one probably gonna sound awful because I know that if you have a slow machine computer and you try to play that one, it's just awful. It's just super sound awful if the machine is not fast enough. And then you have some more of this. Try one more game. 32X. So everything I did on the video came here. This is demo, show you that the process, all that stuff I did. This game does work. Sega32X. Yeah, that's how they used to play. That's how we used to play a 3D game. Graphic looks so bad. Wow, that's the B. Oh, okay. This remind me of Viewpoint. You know, Neo Geo Viewpoint. Am I supposed to combine this thing? Oh, my little ship came out. There you go. Now we're talking. Yeah, this reminds me so much of Viewpoint. But it's a slower paced game. Alright, stay tuned. At the end, we're going to show you how I put this together. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Later.
Hi, this is Johnny. This video is going to step you step by step to help you and teach you how to create Sega32X to work on our the Legends Ultimate for Atgames cabinet. So first you have to download the ROM. Like, where do you get to download the ROM set? So right now I have a directory which have 32X, and so let me go back where I got it. So I have all this folder. When I unzip it, it's going to, when I download, it's going to create all this, and it's called the folder is actually called the complete motion blue untify, I guess it's pronounced untify ROM set by Piglets. Okay, and so what you do is I just copy this folder and then just go and just pretty much put it here and then search for it. Okay, and just paste and then press enter from Google search, and then I found the motion arcade punk. So, and I wanted to download it. So you just pretty much, just click download. Okay, so when you click on it, it's gonna take you to this place, and then you say, okay, I want to download the one I need. So the one you're gonna look for is gonna be a complete MBU ROM pack selection. Okay, by Piglets. Okay, I pronounce it Piglets, and I will have the link in below. So you just pretty much copy, save the link, so you could, and then once you finish downloading, you need to have this program, and I'll have that in the link. If you don't have this, you cannot download the torrents. Torrents is just is a link to the actually physical download site. So you need to have this program in order to download it. So once you finish downloading, you are going to get this folder. In this folder, you need to have either 7-zip or whatever. So I'm going to go to Sega CD. This game's set is made for Motion Blue Pi 3 Plus. Okay, Pi 3 and Pi 3B Plus. So the best way to do this, the way I do it is, I go get a ROM set is already created by, it's in arcade punk by somebody, and that somebody already created you just have to unzip it and you create a folder called that, and you already have box art, cartridge, and everything, snap and video. Snap is actually video, and the wheel is, this is what the wheel look like, and it's okay, it's not too bad. But if you don't like this, you could always download your own different wheel. Okay, so this time I'm gonna stick with this. I don't have to mess with it. Now I have two set of ROM. One is 32X, and one is a CD. So Sega have two versions of 32X. One is 32X, and one is the CD. So I'm going to do both of them. Now, before I copy this over, I need to go and download this program. Now this program will locate here Right now uploading, so all this is uploading. This is a Sega CD, and I'm going to show you how to create Sega CD32X and a Sega 32X. I'm going to put both of them together, okay? Because I believe they should be together anyway. But actually, people believe that Sega 32xCD need to be in Sega CD. So I'm debating where I'm going to put it, okay? But since I'm doing the 32X, I probably will put it on 32X. All right, so let's minimize that. Now, once you run this program, it's going to create a batch file called this, okay? And so it's going to create this. And what I did is I rename it. I'm going to go ahead and copy that out. I'm going to rename it. I put that in the wrong spot. I call it 32X. So in here, I create a folder called playlist. In here, I have a 32X image. Some reason this download did not go through, so I don't need it. I'm going to delete it. Okay. So this is the image I'm going to use when you go to the 32X. This is what it looks like. Genesis 32X. And so now I need to create more folder. For CUX, you need to create a whole bunch of folder. One is called the playlist, play art. The other one is going to be playlist, PLA, uppercase PLAYLISTS. Okay. Now the playlist is going to be a text file. Okay, whatever how you name it. I'm probably gonna name it the same name like I named it before, a text file called uppercase SEGA Sega 32 uppercase X 32X. So that's what I'm gonna call it. And in here I'm gonna put 33 game based on the ROM name. Okay, since this one came from already pre-made, all the names should match. All the game name, everything should match. So next thing we're gonna create is called a logo, LOGO. A logo is actually a wheel, okay, and also marquee, MARQUEE. So marquee and wheel are the same. That is pretty much the same. So I'm gonna copy all that, and I'm gonna put it in here called logo. So I have 37 box art. Okay. Now I'm not sure about the wiggling line. I don't know that's the first time I see a wiggling line in the name, and I don't know is it gonna create a problem because the way the name is. And you could pretty much put that into here, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and go get a different different set. The next thing you want to do is you want to bring in called video. Okay, video, it will be in the snap, so you already got it done. You don't have to go to look for it and download it one by one or trying to figure out what is the name, try and match the name. This name, everything is already pre-matched, so you don't have to do anything. The next thing you want to do, okay, so you have video, marquee, logo, and then cover. Most of the time I use the you could use the box art for cover if you want to. So we're going to create new, and then you want the cover, COVER, cover. Cover is pretty much like the picture of the so I'm going to go ahead and use the 3D box art for cover. Select all, copy. I'm going to use that instead of trying to look for all the box, all the cover, what it look like. I'm just going to put the box art here. Now I'm going to create a new I don't want the marquee to look like a square box. I want it to look like the name title. I don't want it to have a gray thing over it. So I'm going to have to go search for that. Now I do have a 32X on my other computer, my Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to go over there and see if I could find any 32X game there. So it's good to have Raspberry Pi. So it's going to ask me to type in, which is going to be pi, and you're going to type in RASP as in Peter, B as in boy, ERRY, raspberry. All right. And in the Raspberry Pi, I have an USB, ROM USB. So this is a virtual man's image. And he also have the ROM set for 32X. And I think I'm going to use his because I prefer to have a name which has transparency instead of solid background. So I'm going to go look for Sega32X. So they actually kept it lowercase, 32X, okay. Now this one is a mixed art. I think mixed art is actually prettier than the box art. So I'm gonna go ahead and come here, change the cover to mix art, replace all. Okay, so now I have 33 images, one extra one. So those are the images that I'm going to use. Okay, now I don't know the name is going to be all correct, but I assume it should be. I'm going to go ahead and copy this one as well because I don't know. I'm going to copy the video and see, because I'm going to create another one anyway. Skip. Don't copy. This one now have 36, 3 extra one. So we're going to find out which one do I really need. The wheel, this one have a it's better to use this one than the one we have from the Motion Blue because this one actually have physical title, and that's what I want. That's what I want for the Marquia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this, Control A, copy, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on both of them. And I'm going to replace all. I prefer the title than the big art. Okay, so now we have a whole bunch of 37. I don't think there's that much game. I thought it was only 32 or 33, but now I have a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and paste it here as well. And I just paste only 24. So that one seemed to have less. So I'm going to come over here and copy all this just to cover myself to make sure I have enough pictures to start off. I'm going to make sure I have enough pictures, enough cover, enough logo, enough, everything. Okay. So I have a playlist. I haven't created play. I did have a video. This video have 36. I think I did bring the other video over. Yeah. Mix art, snap, video, box art. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is move all this game over, all the 32X, but I don't know which one I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to extract those directly to, okay, so COX is pretty much done. That's how easy it is. If you already have some way somewhere to get the ROM, which is Arcade Punk is the best place to go. Get the ROM, get it ready, and then just copy into the folder. So there's two things we need. We need a box art. Okay, so we're gonna not box art. That's not the box art. That's the ROM. So let's press escape so you don't accidentally do anything. I want to go to the ROM folder. Okay, now this ROM folder is bin, so there's like 12 of this that I need to convert, so I will do that later. So I'm going to go to 32X. Now 32X, I don't need to have extra folder. This is just, I want to go ahead and extract it here. I don't know if I have an extra one or not, or they're going to have the same name or not. So I'm going to 7-zip extract here. It's going to say, do you want to replace it? I'm going to say no to all. And see how many extra one do I have. Right now I only have 33, so after extracted, am I going to have more? Now some game set have more game than the other, depend who created. Not a lot of people will give you a full set. They'll give you most of it, but not the full set. So now we have total of 33. Instead of 32, we have 33. So they are in this format. So now we're going to do is we need to figure out, do we have any duplicate? But we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to copy the 32x and create a game list. So we're going to go, all right, there's another way to do this. We're going to copy this into the Excel program, which we download. And that's the program that's going to help you do this. But before we do that, we have to go to get box art and the Bazel. The Bazel, you could download the Bazel directly from the Raspberry Pi software. And you could search for it, but I prefer to download directly from the so first I need a box art, and both of them have a 3D box art, and I don't want a 3D box art, so we are going to go to the website. So we have, in order for it to create a box art, I don't want to use a 3D box art, so I want to use a 2D. So I'm going to do Sega 32X 2D box art from EMU movie. Okay, EMU stand for emulator, EMU, and then box art. And we're gonna search. You say 2D official release box art, all the box art. So let's check this out. See what we have. Now you have to have an account already created. Don't try to create 2 accounts. They're going to lock you up permanent. So I don't recommend using more than 2. So this is what the box art will look like. If we could click on it, see how it looks. Not bad. I like it. 32x. Okay. So we are going to get all of them, and to get them, we are going to download it. Okay. I agree. All right, so we have 2D box art. Oh my goodness, I don't like this one. This one, he didn't put it in the zip file. You have to download one at a time. That is pain in the neck. Okay, that's how he did it. So we're gonna have, okay, this is all together. So I'm gonna download just this one. No, I'm not gonna download all those. This one is zipped into a zip file. That's all you need. You don't need the rest of it. So yeah, the 36 file roughly minus this one is -2. I think one is a text file. I think they have a text file all the time. So yeah, we should have all of them then. So it's gonna count 30 seconds. When it's ready, it's gonna ask you where you want to put it. So I'm going to unzip it into 2D box art location. All right, so I'm gonna go to my H drive, which is a 12 terabyte. I'm going to go to my add-on game, going to go to Buy Johnny, and I'm going to go to Sega 32. Okay, I could go ahead and save it here. So once it finished download, I'm going to extract and see what kind of box art I have. Now we also have to change the size, because the bezel and the box art, if it's not the exact size, sometimes the game will not work in CoinOps in a track mode. So we're going to go ahead and unzip this directly to, let's see what it looks like. Does it automatically create? No, it doesn't create a folder for me. So I'm going to tell it to extract into its 2x box art. Okay, so we're going to open that and see what it looks like. Not bad, pretty interesting. 35. So it had more than 33. So that's good. So we're going to copy that and we're going to put it into the box art. And in the box art, we are going to change the size. We're going to go to the DOS prompt and change the size that is supposed to be. So we're going to open up that program, the DOS prompt, and we are going to open up my cheat note. Okay, so I'm going to go to H drive, change to that I just copied, box art, and there is 35 box art, and I want to change the size to the requirement box art for CoinOpsX, and the box art that I'm going to use would be this size, 232 by 305. Okay, press enter, and then all my box art is going to be changed to the correct size. Now, while that thing is going, I want to go ahead and get the bezel. Now, how I did the bezel is I went in, download all the bezel, and I made a copy. So I go to my H drive and I'm looking for my bezel. Here's my bezel for my retro art, and the bezel is going to be a game bezel. It's not going to be a handheld because it's not handheld. And then I'm going to look for 32X. There's my 32X. Okay, and I don't want the CFG because this is not retro art, so I just need the pictures. So I'm going to grab all those pictures, that PNG, and select all, and now I have 38 items selected. So I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go back to my H drive, going to add game tool by Johnny, and going to 32X. Okay, so now I have the bezel. Paste. Okay, so it does come with a generic bezel, meaning that if you cannot find any of them, you could use the standard Sega32X, which is somewhere over here. Well, it seems like it doesn't have it. It just has Genesis, doesn't have 32X. Huh. So if you view large, extra large, it does not have Sega32X. Okay, hopefully I have all of them. I don't need to use the generic. Alright, so this is the box art and I want to change the size. So I'm going to go Control C, copy the path, go to my DOS prompt, type CD space Control V, enter. Now my box art size that I want, I'm going to use the bezel. So the bezel need to be this size, 1280 by 720. So I'm going to copy that, Controls, right click on my mouse, press enter, and now all my bezel size being changed. Okay, so once that's done, I'm ready to get my game list. Now the game list, I want to include both. I want to include the CD version and I want to include the 32X version. And that is going to be a little bit tough to do because I have to create the folder for each of this. And plus I need to go find the box art for this as well. So I need to copy the box art and put it into, in order to make it work. So I might have to do this two separate. So let's focus on 32X first. Well, let's create a folder called 32X CD. Okay, so we know those are the Sega CD 32X CD. So I'm going to take all that, copy, and paste it in here. And I want to move this one out. Because in order to run the batch file, you have to have it outside. You cannot have it inside. Okay. Now I want to create the game list. And there's two ways to do this. You could use the program to do it for you. So we finished with that. We're going to close that out. You could use the program to do it for you, or you could use the my batch file program that I created. So let's see how we're going to do this. We are going to open up the Excel. All right, let's try to do it with this way. Okay, this way is not perfect because I want to rename everything, but this is so it doesn't mention about Sega32X, but I have seen it that people have a flash drive that support 32X. So we're going to try to do 32X because we don't have a 32X. And they mention anything about 32X. So hopefully this one will support the Sega 32X. So we're going to test it, see how we're going to do this. So the way that you do this, you go to ROM path. Okay, this is how you do it. Okay, all the step box off, Bazel, you need to keep this folder the way they tell you, and you cannot change it, and you copy the path. So this is a good instruction. Tell you to go to ROM, copy the path, copy path, see, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to copy the path, put it here. Okay, so I'm going to see what happens if you choose the 32X. So I'm going to go, I highlight all the 32X. I'm going to say copy the path. Okay, which I just did. I just click copy path. I'm going back to my Excel. It tells me go to ROM set right here, right click, and paste. Okay, it pastes the ROM set. Then the next thing you do is go to UC build. Now the reason it's all red is because it need to select. Now you already created the ROM, the box off for you already. But we don't know if this is correct because we have to make sure the name is correct. So we're gonna have to create, we're gonna have to check to make sure. See, it does not find, it do not find the ROM path. Ta-da! Problem. Okay, big problem. So I'm not using this one. I'm gonna go ahead and open mine, which you could download as well. It's called the AUL CoinOps. Okay. Now this one, we are going to make this, we're going to save it in a different name so we don't mess up the other one. We're going to call this one Sega32X, 32X. Okay, we're going to save that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to delete this name. We're going to delete this name. Okay, and when you put it in, it's automatically going to create, so you could copy the game out and rename it. Make sure there's no apostrophe, because apostrophe does not work. So we are going to fix that, making sure the name is correct. So we cannot use this. Okay, even though it have all the name I want, I don't want to use that. I could have just copied it out, but I don't want. I want to go ahead and go to the ROM from. Okay, go CD, Control V, enter, and I'm going to do directory dot 32X and go sideways. So there's 33 file, and there, see that there's apostrophe S. I want to remove that. There's another apostrophe right here. There's another apostrophe 96. So we need to rename all the apostrophe S. Remove that. So to do that, we will have to create a batch file to do all this for me all at one time. So we're going to do same thing, but this time we're going to put it into a file called game. You could call it game S32X.text, whatever you want to call it, but make sure you put text at the end. Okay, that is going to put all this information into a text file, and then we're going to take that and we're going to work with it. All right, so that I have 32 game in here. So to work with that, I'm going to go ahead and go to open up that file called games right here, 32X. I'm going to right click it, use Notepad++. Alright, Notepad have number beside it, so you know exactly how many. So I'm going to delete all this space, the title, and say there's 33 file, which is correct, there's 33 file. I'm going to remove those. Alright, so this is my ROM set. I could go ahead and save that. There's 33 ROM set. Okay, and I don't need the 32X, but we're going to go ahead and copy all this. We're going to copy all that. Okay, and we are going to control. We're going to go to the Excel, and not that one, the one is mine, this one. Okay, and we're going to go up to the very top. Now you can delete that yellow thing. I was having some problem with it. That's the reason I highlight yellow. And you're going to control. We're going to paste this. Okay, and then we're going to paste it over here as well. Now, the only thing different is we are going to remove the apostrophe. See all that? We're not going to do it manually. We're going to let the system do it for us. We're going to do right click, Control F, and we're going to type in apostrophe right there. We're going to replace it with nothing. And then we're going to say replace all. And we're going to see, and it's going to tell us how many it replaced. It replaced eight of them. Wow, from 33, there's 8 of them that if we was to do it manually, it would take us a good time, maybe a minute to do this. All right, so we replace all 8 of them. And now that is the new name we are going to use. Okay, this is what this batch file is. This first set of batch file is to rename everything and put it into a folder called game. And it's going to put it back into the same name, but without the hyphen, apostrophe. So all the apostrophe that was originally here, that is here, is going to be removed to here. Okay, so we're going to take all this and we are going to stop where 33 is, and we are going to rename it. So we're going to copy that because CoinOps does not like apostrophe s. All right, so we're going to go to this directory and we're going to type in new, and we're going to new text file, new text document. So we're going to type in anything you want, rename the symbol, or you can spell the word apostrophe, right, for the 32X. So we're going to press enter, and we're going to control V. And this is called a DOS batch file. We're going to pause it. We're going to make sure it worked. We don't want to let it run the whole thing and we think it worked, but it doesn't work. So the pause is to see, do 4 of them and show me the result. I want to see if it worked or not before you continue the rest. That's what pause means. All right, so we're going to close. Now, notice that there's one file called file. What it does is when you're creating a game folder, you want to know, is this a file or a folder? We are creating a folder and we are putting a file inside the folder. So yes, it's a file. So I want it to, it's going to ask you, is it a file or directory? We're going to put inside this new text file called file. We're going to name it exactly the same name, and we're going to put an F, uppercase F with a return. Okay, and so that one is done. We're going to go ahead and close that. We're going to change this to a batch file. In order for it to work as a batch file running DOS, we have to rename the text to BAT. Okay, you say, yes, I want to change it to BAT. Now, before you click on it, we need to create another file. Remember the one called file.txt? Go text document. All right, here we're going to type uppercase FILE, enter, and then enter. We're going to type in uppercase F plus enter, and then we're going to click save. That's how you create that text file. All right, so now we have this text file and we have that batch file right here. So we are going to double click it and we're going to rename knuckle apostrophe, and what's the other one? Whole bunch of the other one, total 8. We're going to rename. So we're going to double click that. Double click, and it's going to run 4 of them. So you say one file is already copied, one file is already copied, one file is already copied. So it's doing good. See, it's asking you, is it a file or directory? I put an F, and that's what that little here mean. You tell it that whatever you ask me, here's my answer, F. Please continue. Copy is done, and it continue and continue. All right, that's what the batch file does. Now it's running the whole thing for you. and it will be done. So all the ROM name now is replaced. Now here's a question. Now you ask, well, okay, so this one now have all the new name. This is only 29. Why is there 29 when I have 33 ROM? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I found out. I put a pause at the very last one to see what's going on. The reason I was losing roughly about 8 of them because all the eight of them that have apostrophe s, you did not copy over correctly because it started off with the wrong name and it copied into the wrong place, wrong name. So it doesn't have apostrophe. Of course, you cannot find it because it doesn't exist. And they try to copy into a game folder that file doesn't exist. So there's zero file copy over. So that's why I have the problem. Okay, so I need to fix that. I need to go back to my batch file and see what I did wrong over there. So I'm going to go back to Excel and find out that my formula I accidentally must have changed it. So this is A1 and this is B1. Okay, so it should grab everything with the apostrophe A, but it did not. So let's look at the last one. This one should have apostrophe S and it should be grabbing 8. Oh, it rename everything here. So when you don't highlight it and you say rename, it change all the name to the wrong name. So let's go ahead and copy the correct name back. We're going to go to the game folder. Okay, so this is the original game name before we change the name. So I need to put it back to here. So some reason when I replace it, I replace everything. So I'm going to put it back. Okay, so now this one have the apostrophe and this one have the apostrophe s. Okay, this one do not. So I do not know when I rename it, I accidentally rename everything. So that's screwed up. So I'm just going ahead, go copy and go back to my batch file where I'm going to click edit. Okay, I'm going to Control A, delete, Control V, and put it back. So I'm going to put a pause right here at the end so we'll see everything before it disappears. And I'm going to pause it at the third line. Make sure it's working. Yeah, make sure I spell it right. P-A-U-S-E. Okay. Now I'm going to save it and I'm going to run it again. Okay. I was wondering why I know I have 33. I'm supposed to get 33 to come over. Why didn't I get it? So I'm going to go into a game folder. I'm going to delete all this because it's going to create a problem if it already have the game there. It's going to say you already have the file. Why you want to copy over there again? All right, so I'm going to double click it and it did the game. Press enter. And I want to make sure the last one have apostrophe s supposed to have one copy over. So I should supposed to have 33. See, this one now work. Apostrophe s now is copy over and it's going to be renamed without it. So I'm going to press enter. I'm going to go over here, go to the game folder and look at the last one. There's no more apostrophe s. It's just the game name without apostrophe s. So that worked nicely. So now I have 33 games that I'm going to convert and put into CoinOpsX. Okay, so this game is already done. Now I need to do one for all of them. So ROM is done. I need to do it for box art and I do need to do it for the bezel. So how we do that? We're going to go to box art. Okay, then we go to the ROM folder already. Go back to ROM folder. Now the first set is to take care of the ROM. Okay, that's why you have the 32X behind it. The next one is for the box art. Okay, it say copy everything whatever the name is, and put it into the directory. Okay, and so the first set is going to be have apostrophe s. See, so it's renaming the box, and it should have exactly 33. If it doesn't, we are going to figure out which one is missing. Okay, so this one is going to be, this one do not kill what you have at the doesn't want to know it's 32x because it's not 32x. This is a PNG. PNG is the ROM I have renamed. I have a different one here. This one is taking the ROM, move it into another ROM folder. So this one is a little bit different. This one is to fix whatever is missing. All right, let's go back to here. We're going to create a new file. We're going to go new text file. We are going to move and also rename the box off. Okay, for the 32x. We're going to put Control V, and we're going to do same thing, pause, and let's pause it at the end to make sure that the last one is done is correct. Do save, and we're going to close that one, and we're going to name this one as a batch file. BAT, yes, and we're going to create another one for the text file. We're going to file new text file, uppercase FILE, enter, uppercase F for file, press enter. Make sure you have to press enter, otherwise it's not going to return. It's going to stay there waiting for you to press enter. You want it to be enter. That's the reason you put enter. Alright, so you're going to run the batch file. It's going to copy all the names. So if it doesn't copy over, then we will know, okay, there is a name issue. We need to fix the name to make it be the same. If it copy all 33, then we know, see, this one did not copy. Because this name, apostrophe S, is correct name, but didn't copy it because it can't find it, because the name is not the same. So that means we're going to have some that is great. We're going to have a lot of them is going to be not copy over because the name is not the same. Okay, so I bet if I was to search the game folder, I probably going to have a lot of them missing. I don't even have a game folder. Where's my game folder? View, detail. See, all these box off do not have USA. So that is really going to create a problem for me. Okay, so we are going to open up that batch file again, and we're going to do something else. We're going to edit it with Notepad++, and we are going to remove all the USA. That's going to be very interesting how we're going to do this, because the box art is not the same naming system. Alright, let's copy this two over, because this box art came from emumovie.com site, so it didn't come with the same naming system. This one does. So I'm going to go ahead and paste those two here and take care of the bezel. See if we get bezel working. Okay, so we're going to take care of the bezel. Let's see if we have any problem with the bezel. It looks like bezel is working. See, the file is copying over. So yes, this one is working. So we're going to look at the game folder. Hopefully we have 33. Yep, boot side 33. Now the box art is not. So box art is going to be a little bit of pain in the neck. So we have to go to the box art and we are going to create our own directory. So we're going to go copy, and there is 37. We only need 33. So that's going to be a problem. There's too many of them. So we're going to do dir all the .png, do it sideways, and we're going to put it into game box art .text. Okay. So we have 37 box art. We're going to open it. We're going to edit. We're going to remove all the subtitle. And now we have more than what we start with. We have 2 extra ones. So now we have some that we need to rename. So I'm going to do is copy this, copy, and we're just going to delete it from the Excel. Lucky there's only 33 of them, but if it was not 33, then it's going to be a little bit hard to do. So we're going to go to Excel, okay, and we're going to go to the main one here. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and I'm going to create another one in case I need to go back to that one. So this is going to be fixing the box art. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the box art and name it to this one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight this. We're going to press delete. We're going to control V. Now there's 37 and we only need 32. So we're going to check to make sure the name, right here, there's the first one already, BC Racer. I am missing this one, Amazing Spiderweb. So I don't have Amazing Spiderweb. That's interesting. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to move one down. I don't know, that's going to create a problem for my naming game system. See, still pointing the BC stuff. So I'm going to do undo. I'm going to take that. I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to paste it right back here. Alright. See, that still did not help me at all. Alright, so this is the black. That's correct name. That's correct name. That's correct. Cosmetic. Oh, I don't have this one. Cobalt Kilo. So I'm going to delete that one. We could actually find it. So we don't have Cobalt Killer. Let's create a new folder so I will not mess up this formula. So let's go ahead and create a new folder. I'm going to paste this one here. Go back to this one. So once I'm done, I'll copy this 2 into the formula. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete, and then that way the formula is going to be not messed up. Okay. So we got Amazing Spider that we're missing a box art. So let's go ahead and find the amazing box art for the 32X. Okay, so we got the ROM, but we don't have the box art for it. So we're gonna come here, gonna take that out, and we're gonna look for a box art. So we're gonna type in that, which is Sega 32X box art. New image. There's the 32X box art. So we're going to put it back into the box art folder 32X, and we're going to name it correctly based on the name dot box art dot png. So now we have that one. .png. Okay. Now this one we have, this one we have, this one we have, but this one we don't have. So I need a ROM that stays that. So I'm going to take all that and we'll bring it down. Okay. So I need a ROM that is called a Cobra Killer. So we're going to go look for a ROM called Cobra Killer. So we're going to create another folder, and we're going to call Cobra Killer for Sega 32X ROM. So what we could do is we could type in wow ROMs. Cobra Killer. I wonder, do we already have Cobra Killer, but it's called different name? I bet it's in. I bet it's in the ROM directory right here, 32xCD. There you go. Here's my Cobra Killer, but it's named different. See that? So that is my Cobra Killer. So where's my Excel? Here's my Excel. Okay. So this ROM need to be renamed to call this Cobra Killer 32X because it is actually a .cue. Okay. So we're going to rename that to a CUE. So this is a special case. I'm going to put a yellow so we know. So we do have a box art, but it's going to be used for 32xCD. So we need to copy that ROM over, to do this. Okay. Cosmetic, yes, that's the correct. That's correct. That's correct. This is correct. Golf, knuckle, good. Metal, Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam Tournament, quarterback, pick 4, prime with RBI. Yep, shadow. No shadow. Where's shadow? There's no shadow. There's something else completely different. There's Space Harry. So we are missing one and we need to add one. We need to add a ROM and we're missing one. So we move that down. We're missing I'm going to move 2 down and then space. Yeah, Space Harry need to move 1 down. Oop. Oh, need to move 1 more down. Okay, so Space Harry. So I need the. Oh, this one moved too much. Okay, so I need a ROM called that. And I bet that one is also a 32X ROM. No, it's not. I completely don't have it. Interesting. I don't have this one. So we are going to go hunting for the ROM. Here we go. We found one. It's a Japanese version. And there's the box art. But we already have the box art. We just don't have the ROM. Okay, so this ROM is going to be called that name. And we're going to download it. So yeah, you have to make sure you have the ROM. You have to make sure you have the box art. And then once we do that, we have to go back and fix the bezel because we don't have this one for sure for bezel. Okay, so this one is going to be inside the ROM directory. And we're going to unzip it, see what's inside. So it is called the 32X. So we are going to take that, copy that, and we're going to get rid of that zip file. So we are definitely going to rename it the correct ROM name, which is going to be Japan. So this is something new. We're going to highlight this one. So that's something we don't have before. And this other one we do have, but it's a different one. It's a CUE, and this one is the new 32X. Okay, so now we need a box art for Shadow Squad. No box art. So we're gonna go look for this box art, and we're gonna add to the box art. So once we finish, we have to create another game list to so we make sure all the bezel, everything is there. Okay, so we need a ROM, and no, this one we need a box art. So we're gonna come over here, and then we're gonna delete this, Control V, and we're gonna look for a box art. And there's the box art, 32X. All right, we're gonna save that into. We have to redo the size again because we added more box art to here. And we're going to call this the same name as that one, .bng. Okay, so this one is definitely going to be called this name, same as the one we're going to rename it to the same name. So that one, and this one we have an exo box art, so we're just going to put yellow so we know exo box art. We already got the one. This one we don't have one. All right. Now we're down to Space Harry, Spider-Man, whoop, missing Spider-Man. We got the box art, but no ROM. So we're gonna scoot one down, and we definitely need a box art. I mean the ROM, Spider-Man, the website file. Okay, let's see if it belongs to the CD-ROMs family. ROM 32xCD. Do we have Spider-Man? No, we just have Supreme Warrior, Sim City, Night Trap, and Ferrari. So no Spider-Man. Interesting. Okay, no Spider-Man. So we're gonna go to website again, looking for Spider-Man. Great, did not get a copy over. Spider-Man on fire. Amazing Spider-Man. Yep, we found it. Okay, so this is the name of the ROM. So we're gonna download it, and then we're gonna unzip it. So we're gonna right now have more than 33 games. All right, we're gonna put it in the ROM directory. We're going to save it. We're gonna open up the directory. We're gonna unzip it. It's already here already. Why I don't have it? It's already here already. I already have one. It's like duh. I do have one. But why? Oh, it didn't copy into the game folder. That's interesting. We need to put that in the game folder. Oh, we already have one there too. Oh, we need to make sure we put the other one in there too. The one we just downloaded called this one. We need to copy that into the game folder, because this one only have 33. Now I have 34. And also I need to copy the 32X Cobra Killer. That one actually we need to do it manually. We cannot just copy over. I'm just gonna cancel. That one we need to actually do it manually. Okay, so that's good. Oh, I should have checked here. Here I have 4 more ROM here, so I don't need to copy from the website. If I need ROM, I just come over here and get it. So let's see. Spider-Man, we do have it. It's going to be called that name. What name? This name. So it's going to be named that way with the USC USA. Okay. Star Trek, yes. Star Wars, yes. Oh, another one. We're missing this one. STELL. STE. Nope, I don't have that one. All right, let's fast forward this and then okay, I have created the name description and also the 32X prime, which have the 32X. I'm mixing the CD 32X CD with the regular one. And also I'm running a batch file in the background. Oh, it finished. Let me show you what it looked like now after it's done. Let's see. So what I did is on the 32X, I have the ROM in here, and and it have the 32xCD. So there is like 12 of them. So I run a batch file that tell, we say 11, 11 or 12, I think it's 11. So I run a batch file that created the CD, which is 11, sorry, 11. And I told it to copy create the ROM name and copy both of them in there. Copy both of them in there. Okay, so this is the 32xCD, and since this is related to the Sega CD, I'm gonna go ahead and put those over there. Uh-oh, something just happened. What I just did. Oh shoot, I lost one. I accidentally moved something to somewhere. Great. Let's go ahead and check this and see where I move it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy those 11 of them folder that have both of the file, but it doesn't have apostrophe. I remove all the apostrophe that. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that into my USB flash drive, and that will allow my. Now we're gonna go to content and console. Now, what I could easily create another one called Sega32X, which I could, but I don't know the system recognize it, because those are the one it does recognize, but I don't know does it recognize that. We could try it. If it doesn't work, I could put it inside here. So let's create a folder called Sega dash space and Sega, and then put 32X. Now this is mainly for CD, so this might not work. I think it's best I put it in because majority of the time they those game actually is part of this game list. So I'm just gonna paste that over here, and it's gonna take some time because there's 11 files. It's gonna take 2 minutes and 15 minutes. So while that's running, I'm gonna create the UCE. Okay, and while that is running, I could also copy. So here's all the ROM. You have the 32X, everything. And this is what I was going to show you that I didn't show you on the Sega CD. So there's the ROM, there's the emulator. The emulator I need is not all this. Okay, so I'm going to select all. Only one I'm going to use is the Pico drive. So everything else I'm going to delete. I don't need all those. Okay, Pico drive is the one that work for 32X and the other one. Now this is the one that I need to copy over. I have the game list, which I call Sega32X, and those are the game lists of all the game, 32X, all the name. I didn't change any of the name. Now this one might be too long. I don't know if I need to rename it, but it's too long, so hopefully it won't be an issue. Okay, so those are the 44 game plus the 32xCD one. And I have 44, as you can see, 44 box art. Not box art, I used a mix art that came from most of the Raspberry Pi. And some of them I did use a box art. And then this is all the title. I used the transparency title. And then I did the same thing. I copied that into here. And then the artwork, this is going to be Genesis 32X. I kind of like that one. And then here's the playlist that we just saw, and then the video is also 44. This one, for some reason, I have extra one. I don't know where the extra one came from, but I'm not gonna go there. Just look, it's just one extra file, no big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that, and this is for CoinOps. You need this to run the CoinOps. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go to COX right here, and then I'm going to paste it to this original flash drive. So I need the disk for the Sega CD, 32X Sega. So it's copying that over. This is almost finished. So that's pretty much it. And then once it's finished, it will create a package. And then I'm going to copy the package over, and that's pretty much it. Those three things. So when you unzip it, you're going to see Sega 32. You're going to see COX, and then you're going to see the one called content. Right now, that's what it's copying over, the content. So I need to create another one called content. So once it's finished copying, I'm going to create another one called content. All right, so let that finish. Now we're going to run the batch file. The way I create a batch file, I use the same Excel. I create this one. This is what it looked like. It created the percentage package, and the way I did it was I opened this original one. Okay, and those are just me trying to create box art. You could delete those. Those are just extra stuff that I have. But this is the main one. The copying folder, rename. The one you saw, the last one I run that created folder was this one. Not this one, but the last one at the end, where it take the game and it created a folder, and then it put everything inside this folder with the same name. And that's what this one does. The last one, the G. This is creating the folder of the CD. Okay. Now the CoinOps, I put in this. I put in the ROM, and then I need a way to. Okay, it's asking me, do I want to replace something? Let's see what it say. Right here. Okay. Say there's two files. Do you want to replace it? I'm going to go ahead and say Sega CD. I'm going to skip it. And here say you have 41 file with the same name. Do you want to replace it? Let's just go ahead and skip it. Okay. And that's the bad thing about the video and the title. If you have the same name, you're going to wind up using the same title and the same video, even though some video might not be the same one. Okay, so what I did is I copied this, and I copied this directly from the DOS prompt, and then I went into here and I told it to remove all the dot something. So I copied this over without the extension. And to do that, let me reverse the direction. So I told it to remove this. So this is what the ROM came from, and that came from running a command from a DOS prompt, which I just say type a directory of the ROM, put it into a file called text, and then after that I will remove the top, remove the bottom, and then just copy that whole game list here. And then here I remove the CUE and .CUE and .32x, and we remove those. And once that is done, once you paste it to location, you paste it here and you paste it here. And once that's done, all this is already there, and this will automatically duplicate the name. So if I was to remove this, no, I should remove this one probably. But then once this is done, you just go File and Save As, and then you're going to click on this computer, and you want to change this to the second one. So you got the first one CUS, and then you want to look for the second one CUS. There's total of 4. So it's 2, 3 Macintosh and DOS. We want the second one on top. Okay. And once you do that, it asks you what name you want to call it, where you want to put it. I say I want to put it in Sega32X, and that's the name that I change it to. So I change this whole name to that. And once you save it to that, you open it up and it will look pretty much like this one. Once you close it, not this one, but this one. Okay. And so this is the one I'm going to run the command from. So watch the interesting magic. So right now package doesn't have anything, and once I started running the command, it's going to show up. So I'm going to run this program, the 2.2 called AddOn tool, 2.24 version, and I'm going to change to multitext, and I'm going to open this Sega, not CoinOpsX, but directly from the H drive. Now the bio is not there. I'm running it without the bio. The bio is on the J drive right now. Okay, so just let you know. And I'm going to add game by Johnny and Sega CD. I'm going to run this program, and this will take everything and equip it to UCE. So warning. What kind of title? One, two, three, four, five. Oh, I think it's because maybe I have the file open, so it's best to close the file. Yeah, I have the file open, so you don't want the file. So it's doing it. It's creating it. So yeah, you don't want the file open, and then here comes some problem. Being read not portable network graphic image because it contains a invalid header. This file may be corrupted. Try to obtain it again. So number 20 is having an issue. Okay, so after the NFF quarter, number 20 is having an issue. So the ROM, the image, because of the content is invalid header. The graphic. Okay, so we need to find out which one is right after NFL. So it's halfway through and it crashed. And this is what will happen that I run into if a graphic is not good or something's wrong. I think it's the graphic that's creating this problem. So what I'm gonna do is go open. That's not that one I want. I want to open to Notepad. Okay, so number 20 is this one because this one finished. So I just realized I downloaded some of the graphic and I didn't change the size. So let me go back and redo the size. I'm gonna click OK, and just gonna close that out and redo it. So I need to go and resize the graphic. I forgot to resize the graphic. So I'm gonna go to box art, and I forgot to delete that too. Oh, forgot to move the box art over. So I'm gonna cut, go over here, delete rest of this box art. It should be the same. And then paste that. And we're going to change the box art, make sure they're all the same size. That could also cause the problem. So there's 44. So what we're going to do is go to, I want to see if anything is corrupted. No. Okay, so we're going to go to that directory. CD space Control V. Okay, we're in the box art, and there is 44 file. So we're going to run this command to resize the box art to the appropriate size, which is this one. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that. Enter. And then we're going to do the same thing with the bezel. We are going to change the bezel to this file size. So this shouldn't take that long. So once that's done, we're going to do the bezel. So we will cd dot change to bezel bezel. I think just bezel art. Okay. And this one also have 44 file. So we're going to right click and we're going to change it to that format. Alright, so while that's running, I'm going to go ahead and open this and go to multi-package, open up the file, and make sure I don't have an Excel running. Okay, I don't. This is the original file. Okay, so this is finished. So I'm going to go ahead and run and put built. I still get warning. Title 792, same title is this on 4545. Oh, I didn't remove those files. There's some extra. This was using the Sega CD, which have no. I used a Nintendo, I think. Anyway, you have extra one that I did not remove, so if couldn't find anything, so it just give you error, which is fine. All right. So hopefully this is correct. Now, what I'm gonna do is create the content folder, which I haven't done here. I'm gonna go to J drive. And I'm gonna copy this name, because remember I say you're gonna copy this one and then the Sega CD and then this name, but I didn't create that. That's for the Sega CD. So I'm gonna go new folder, create that name. Want to make sure I don't mistype it. So I'm using the J drive to help me create it. Then I need the bio. So I'm gonna create new folder called the bio, and then I need the console. And I'm gonna say new folder. I messed up here. Copy. Okay. Now the bio, you need the bio for 32X. So this is the bio for GMS. So you need those bio for the 32X. This one is for Sega CD. You still need that because you have Sega CD ROM. And that's pretty much it. Yep, because you have Sega CD that you need. You don't have Saturn, so you don't worry about that. Don't worry about anything else. Okay, those are the one you need for Sega CD because you have both the Sega CD plus the 32X CD and the regular 32X. So you need those. You need those as your bio, and then the console you need the Sega CD folder, We're going to go into the console and we're going to create a new folder and going to put Sega CD. Now in the Sega CD, the one that I need is not going to be the J drive because I don't remember which one I moved over. So I don't want to copy it back. I already have it on my H drive. So I'm going to go back to my H, go to my Atgame add-on for Johnny, and then go to 32X. In 32X, I have a ROM folder that I have 32X, which I already create those. So what I'm going to do is just going to do cut and paste because that's easier to do than anything. Okay, so I already have another copy down here, but this is the folder that I need, that you need to make it work. So I'm going to cut, and I'm going into Sega CD, and I'm going to paste those. All right, so now it's paste. So when you unzip your folder, you are going to get all this cool stuff. You know, when you unzip, you're going to get this one, and this one. So when you finish, when you unzip it, you're just going to copy that directly to your J drive. Okay, you're just going to copy those 3 folders that when you unzip, that's all you're going to see, those 3 folders, and you're going to copy it directly to here. All right, and then it will work. Okay, but before that work, we need to fix this problem. Oh my goodness, it have a lot of error. Why is it having 500 some error? Okay, there's something wrong with that file for sure, because I don't have 500 title. So let's look at the package. All right, the package have 44, so it's actually finished. Okay, package is 44, and the size is all correct, so it's actually done. Okay, so this is going to be copied into, we're going to copy that, and we're going to put it in Sega 32, and we're going to paste that. Okay, the reason this is doing that is my fault, because when I copy it, it was a formula that create a lot of stuff, and that's the reason it's doing this crazy stuff. So I need to open up that file and fix it, otherwise it's gonna do that. So I'm gonna edit this file. So when you first open it up, it's going to have all this thing, and I forgot to delete this. You need to delete all this so you won't get no error. Oh my goodness, it's got 500 plus thing, no wonder. 807, 800 something. I need to delete that. I forgot to delete that. So when I run the program, that's the reason it's running crazy. So there's only 44 entry. Yeah, I forgot to delete that. So now if I save this and run this, it won't give me this crazy error. Okay, and that's the reason you get it. We are seeing that error message. All right, see 744 success. That's the only one we have is 44. The rest is just crazy stuff. All right. Okay, so it's done. So now what we're going to do is copy this 32X, which is right here. We're going to copy it, and we're going to put it into the J drive. Okay, we already copied the COX, we already copied the content. Now the only thing left is the 32xCD. So we're going to paste that here. And once it's finished pasting, we need to run one more step, and then we are done with creating 32X. I know I skip a lot of tiny steps, but if you guys understand how to do artwork and stuff like that, what I did is I create Excel format to help me do things quicker. So 32X is done, and there's one game that do not work on. Oh yeah, there's one thing I do want to delete, is my favorite, because every time the game you play, the last game you play, you keep track of it, and the problem is I tested, and some game I don't use it no more, and it still keep the playlist. So let's look for the last gameplay. Last play, okay? We need to remove this game playlist because this game playlist is not correct because, you know, we want to remove that because otherwise you're going to have game that do not work, and I did a lot of changes. It's still going to show up the last gameplay. Okay, so that empty that folder. All right, so we're going to go back to run. After you finish copying, we need to run the J drive. Now there is a game in Sega32X+Sega that I still cannot. It still doesn't work, and that is the San Diego. Now to fix that, I will have to download that game. So we're gonna go to Content, Console, Sega CD, and we're gonna look for San Diego. That program, when you run, it doesn't do nothing. It just sit there. So that's the only game that do not work on Sega CD. So we're gonna see if I could fix that at the same time. San Diego Zoo presentation. Okay, so I need to look for this game and see if I can re-download it. So pretty much when it's done, we're just gonna run this last thing right here. After I finish download and replace this, we're gonna run the whole thing again, which is going to come here and we're gonna say choose, and we're gonna choose the J drive. And then we just click build. And that's it. Okay. So this one, the ROM is having issue. I don't think I need to recompile the recompile this UCE. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go download that. Okay, I download the ISO format, and we have to convert it to HCHD and then back to BIN. So that is the hard part because the emulator do not run. You have to be for all the music to work. You have to be you have to have the CUE and BIN together. So first thing first, I want to go ahead and rename this. So we're going to let's do this. Let's go ahead and move this to a different folder. And then we're going to run it here because if we run the program here, it's going to do everything. So we're going to go to I should have just cut and paste. This is taking too long. I'm just going to cut. Sorry. I'm just going to cut and then paste it right here. And paste. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is rename this. I don't want to recompile this. I'm just going to keep it the same name. So you have to have the correct name before you do this. Okay. So I'm going to have the ISO format, and then I'm going to run the ISO or MIB2CHD. Okay, so this will do everything. The ISO, GPI, CUE, okay, except the IMG. So IMG, you need to rename it to ISO, then you can run this. I'm going to run that, and it's going to take some time. It's going to convert to CHD. Once converted to CHD, then we could convert it back to BIN. So we're going to let this run, and it should be finished shortly. Okay, so it's almost finished. It's running 97, and now it's done. And now if you look at it, we now have a CHD. So from here, we are going to convert it back to UCI. CUE, Q. Okay, So I'm going to run this one now, and it's going to create bin and q for me. And that's how you do it with a big compressed CD. If a file have a multi bin like track 1, track 2, track 3, you could compress it to a CHD and then convert it back to Q and bin. So it's only 2 files. So now it's 80% extract, so it's almost finished. So once it's finished, I'm going to copy those two. It's done. I'm going to copy the CUE and the bin. Since I kept the same name, when I copy it, it's going to replace this. So I'm going to go paste, replace. So it's putting a different set. This one is converted by me. So let's see if this one will actually make it work better. Alright, so that one is being redone. That's the only one that I have problem trying to get it to work. Okay, so now I have the AddOnX. You need to run this in order to create the bring your own game. It doesn't matter if you don't want a CoinOps. If you don't want a CoinOps, then you don't need, the only folder you do not need is, you don't need this folder. Okay, if you're not running the CoinOps, you don't need to worry about this one, but you still need this one and you still need this one. Okay, the reason I say you need those two is because if you're running a CD, you have to put it inside the folder called console, and then you need to put the ROM here. But if you are not, you just running the regular game like regular Genesis and stuff like that, then you just need a folder, and all the folder you need to convert into UCE. That's what we are converting. Once you copy it into the J drive, like we just did, in order for it to work, we have to compile it so that the machine will see it. So we're going to go ahead and build this so that the AddOnX tool, when you go to that folder, it will see all this game here. So we're going to build, and this will take some time. I know it's getting longer because the more game I added. So roughly, probably it's going to take at least less than 30 minutes, but around 30 minutes. Because last time I think it's only 28 minutes. But now I just added a 44 game. So probably will take 30 minutes. Alright, so we're going to let it run, and when it finishes, we're just going to pop the USB flash drive. Now you do have to format the flash drive to 2 partitions. Just a reminder, if those of you who haven't watched video 1, please watch the video 1, how to install CoinOps, how to format it so that CoinOps will work. Okay, even if you're not using CoinOps, you still have to partition 2 partitions. One is a 16 gig FAT32, and that one is used for the Atgames cabinet. So you have to format it. The second partition, you could leave it as EFAT. That one you could bring your game. That's the one. Once you format it, you just go to your J drive and you just copy all the CUE. You could put it in the folder. You could put it in any kind of folder, any kind of format. You don't need any of this. This is all the CoinOps stuff. You just create a folder, okay? But you do have to create this folder, okay? This folder is important, and then you just create another folder called Genesis, but you have to convert it to UCE in order for it to see it, okay? They don't want you just bring the ROM over. Okay, just FYI. Okay, so we're gonna let it run, and when it finishes, we're gonna test the Sega32X, see if it works. If it works, that's great. And then let's go ahead and go to Atgames cabinet.